This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
I have never been better in my entire life. Never, ever been better in my entire life. And here I am at 63 years of age talking to you, and I've never been better in my entire life. Thank you for joining us. See you next week on What Happened When.
Is that it?
I didn't know. I don't know where we can go from there, but I'm great. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
Well, I thought you'd never ask. I'm stressed out, Tony.
Why?
You know, I don't sell stress, as you know.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm stressing right now.
Boy, this is a kind of a different turn for us. Maybe I know what you're getting ready to say, but go ahead.
Well, I feel like, this hashtag whoDUNGit has really taken on a life of its own.
Right.
Last week, we discovered that two of what I thought were my very best friends decided to use my house like it was a gas station countertop.
Right.
You've been to a convenience store before and you go to pay for your pack of cigs or whatever it is people like you buy in the grocery store. I don't know who goes inside the gas stations anymore. You card reader Jones and get out of there. But people like you go in there for your condoms, for your over-the-counter speed, and for your cigarettes. And right there's like a plastic little tower that says, take a penny, leave a penny.
Yeah. Used to be.
And my friends have treated my house like take a shit, leave a shit.
Right.
That's not cool.
Right.
Hashtag whoDUNGit continues, and it took on a life of its own this last week. And I'm sad to say that I thought I was going to be able to cut one friend out of my life, but I feel like I've lost both Cassio and Dave Silva.
Well, that's not much of a loss either way, but I feel your pain.
Here's where we are.
Okay.
Dave Silva has requested.
The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
All right, go ahead.
Dave Silva has requested, he's demanded an opportunity to address the What Happened When audience to quote unquote clear his name. And I think this is him trying to enter our Zoom meeting right now. Let me go ahead and let it. Are you okay with, we don't normally do guests. Can I let Dave Silva into the room? He can't take a shit on our virtual floor, right?
We hope.
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, there he is. So first of all, you look like the guy who used to come out with, Alejandro. I mean, what is this look you're wearing right now? Is this what serial shooters wear these days? You've been shitting down in Miami?
Number one, I just want to state that 0 shits have left my body in days.
You haven't shit in days?
In days. To prove my point that I can enjoy a wonderful swimming pool without shit leaving my body.
Wait, I don't understand. Whose pool have you been swimming in? What does that have to do with you shitting on my floor?
Well, I bought a blow-up plastic pool. I have it up in my backyard. I have sat there for hours. 0 shits.
Dave, don't do this to yourself, buddy. You're guilty. We know it. You can go ahead and take a shit today.
Just own up to it.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just tell the truth and let's put this behind us?
That's fine. We don't want you to hold in that shit. Okay, Go ahead. Say guilty and then move on. Go take a shit today and then whatever else you do.
You can hit us with the quick sorry and we're all good.
Yeah, we're fine.
Tony, with all due respect, shut your damn mouth.
Oh.
The flying fuck.
Conrad, with all due respect, as my best friend, I can guarantee you, with the skin on my baby smooth butt, no cheeks were spread on my visit to your pool. Yes, I had a Sonic slush. Yes, I might have tinkled in your beautiful bidet cabana bathroom, but my cheeks have never spread, especially on that trip to drop a deuce on your floor.
Are you saying, just so I'm clear, you're saying you've never shit at my house?
No. I'm on that trip. I shit all the time at your house. It's a privilege to shit at your house. They're little robots that just shoot water and wipe and give me a little sweet kiss, even a little spray of fragrance when you use your bathroom. It's a privilege. And I love shitting at your house. I love peeing in your pool.
Wait a minute, you're peeing in my pool?
No, wait, that came out wrong. I love everything about your home. It's wonderful. But on that day, no shit left my body. I feel like I'm being framed. I feel like Cassio, our other best friend, has set me up to take the fall.
Why would Cassio set you up?
Let's just go back to a text message I received hours after I visited your home while you were away and so graciously allowed me to swim in your pool.
For the last time, by the way.
Yeah, the last time, yeah.
Tony, again, with all due respect, this is my life, okay? You need to shut your damn mouth, okay? I'm just saying, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be disrespectful. I love you with all my heart. But
he's Mexican like you, Bug. Okay.
This is the pride of my asshole. A text I received stating, hey, you swim at Conrad's today? Yeah? Everything okay? Yeah, just checking to see if everything was left all right. Now, why would you send a text to me knowing you were there before me? Yes, Tony.
I can answer that.
Okay.
Because he's a friend of Conrad. Just want to make sure that everything is in its place.
That
sound, Conrad, doesn't that sound like logical to you?
Sounds totally reasonable and responsible. I only wish someone would have, Dave Silva would have texted someone to make sure everything was okay after he took a shit on my floor. Because here's where the snot thickens, as they say. True or false, you allegedly used the pool one day after Cassio Kid. True or false?
False. It was Cassio Kid that went back to the scene of his crime.
Wait a minute. You just said he texted you.
Yes.
If everything was left okay, meaning he was there before you.
He was there before me. He was there on the 4th of July while I was at your other abode enjoying fireworks. He was at your home swimming in your pool.
Wait a minute.
I got the answer to this.
You're saying that you went to my lake house.
Yes,
I didn't even know that. This is new information.
Well, you're not actually living there yet. So it's kind of like I just went to that city to watch fireworks, and it just so happened to be in a place you own.
He's a fucking squatter, Conrad.
I'm gathering this.
Tony, I'm not a squatter.
Okay.
I wanted to watch fireworks on the 4th of July over a beautiful lake, just with my family, with my sweet little Mexican children. Just wanted to watch fireworks for our independence at a beautiful home on a beautiful piece of land that doesn't belong to me.
That doesn't belong to me. That's the key part of the whole thing.
No, let's stay focused.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you brought us back to hashtag whoDUNGit. We're going to talk about this lake shit later. Right now, we're talking about the shit you left on my floor.
No, zeros.
You were at the pool after Cassio, and you just admitted that you used the cabana bathroom for a number one.
Yes, I did. A number one.
The shit was in the cabana bathroom. So here's my issue with you, Dave Silva.
Mm-hmm.
At minimum, you stepped over a shit. Either you shit or you stepped over a shit. Either way, we want to quit. But you need to quit lying. You piece of shit motherfucker. Tell the truth. Either you shit or you took a step over the shit.
I don't know what's worse, to be honest with you, Conrad. I'm not so sure what's worse.
If I came to your house today, Tony Schiavone,
Yeah.
and I had to use your restroom, and I went in there, and there was a shit on the floor, guess what? I got to clean it up.
Yeah, I know. It's what friends do.
I found it. It's like finders keepers.
Believe me.
Okay. Would you be willing to go under oath for this, Mr. Silva?
Oh, that's it. You know what?
If Silva is your real name,
we're gonna hook your big ass up to a fucking lie detector next week on the show.
Guys, we're talking like this is getting crazy. This is getting out of hand. I didn't shit in your bathroom on your floor. My God, on your floor? What am I, an animal?
Yes.
What am I? What that would have never left my body. But being attached to a lie detector, y'all are. I think this is getting way out of hand. I think Cassio needs to come clean. He just needs to say, look, I had a little bit too much, and maybe my trunks fell off and I didn't make the hole, and maybe a nugget dropped. I don't know. I didn't see anything. Okay. I didn't.
You said Cassio needs to come clean. I think my bathroom needs to come clean. I mean, here's the thing. Why didn't you just get your wife to come clean your shit up?
Look, she has enough on her hands right now.
Her husband hasn't taken a shit in a couple days.
Look, I'm regular enough. All I got to say is that she's busy doing other things. I'm enjoying pool time.
Listen, I think you're trying to be cute right now. Let me just brass tacks it. You need to tell the truth because it is a condition of your continued employment. So just fucking own up and tell the truth about the shit, or next week we're hooking your big ass up to a lie detector.
You know what? I've never been threatened in my life.
This is a promise, motherfucker.
Needles involved.
You know what? I'm done being interrogated. I'm done being put in this hot seat and put in this position. I'm a man about town. I wear fancy glasses and hats. People know who I am. I don't have to take this from both of you. You know what? You're gonna hear my stance on this lie detector, and you're gonna hear from my attorney. Both of you. You make me sick. No shit.
Did he just dial tone us?
Yes.
Cocksucker. Wow. Well,
why wouldn't you just tell the truth?
I don't know. And it looks like since his employment depends on it, you're going to have to find somebody else to fall asleep in the company canteen.
Dude, I'm going to have somebody else to not drive me around and to show you graphics at the very last possible minute.
Yeah.
And sleep sitting upright at their desk.
I've never seen or heard Dave like this ever.
I mean, I feel more strongly now than ever before that we've got the evidence. First of all, he admitted to being at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
I mean, he straight up said, I was in the cabana bathroom. Now, here's the thing. Here's the detail last week. I didn't reveal which bathroom it was downstairs. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I never said what bathroom it was. There are 3 bathrooms downstairs. As you know, there's the one by the pool table and the elevator. There's one at the base of the stairs next to the wine cellar. And then there's the one in the back with the steam shower right off of the pool.
Right.
That bathroom, which we have nicknamed the cabana bathroom, is indeed where said shit was found.
Wow.
So if we have acknowledged here today that Dave Silva was A, there one day after Cassio, and B, used that bathroom, I feel like it's pretty open and shut case.
I do too. I've been watching a lot of detective television shows and movies as of late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching Bosch on Amazon Prime, and I've listened to a lot of guilty people on those shows.
I'm not sure.
And yeah,
Theory agrees with you.
Yeah, she sure does. And I think that Dave is guilty just by listening to him talk. He was obviously sweating profusely, which is nothing new, I know, but
No.
He's guilty.
He's 100% guilty.
Yes. Well, so now the ball's in your court, buddy. You have to decide what you're going to do with him.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with him. We're going to go ahead and hook him up to a lie detector next week. And if he refuses to do that, he's out of here. You know, I'll find somebody else to make 6 figures sleeping all day.
The first Greyhound back to Harlingen, buddy. See ya.
Oh, I wish I could do that little whistle like he did. I'd love to hit him with one of those. Flair does that, you know?
He goes, that stuff? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, listen, let's get into why we're really here as we continue to let this shit story evolve. It's a hashtag shitgate, hashtag whoDUNGit. And we're going to get to the bottom of this next week. I feel strongly that saving money is important. You know, if it's not something we worry about now, boy, we are really going to worry about it later. And I want to help you get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments. I'm talking to you if you're in a 30-year loan. Now is the time to take years off of your loan. We're routinely helping our listeners cut 5, 10, even 15 years off their loan. And you can do this without perfect credit with no money out of pocket. You've just got to start at savewithconrad.com.
He also could be, since he's into Crime Stoppers, he could have, if he was still here today, help us out with this Who Shit on Conrad's Bathroom Floor.
Oh my God, it would be so wonderful.
Come in with that cowboy hat on.
I really wish we could have done that.
What's that?
You know, had him
do this? Yeah.
Investigate the nonsense.
Yeah.
With our former friend, Dave Silva.
I need to ask you a couple of questions about it, just related to this, as we see Arn Anderson working it over with Sam Houston, and he's got those old school Anderson boots we love so much. Oh yeah, right, and the old school Anderson colors too, the maroon, the dark maroon, and I'm sure this is when you found the substance on your floor.
Yes.
And, the turd.
Megan discovered it, but yeah,
you've told me that story about who picked it up.
Megan did. She collected the sample.
Okay.
And she's run the tests on it.
Ah.
She knows more information, but she said, you know, do you want me? I said, hey, will you come on the show and talk about it and explain what you found? And she's like, aren't you just going to talk to Dave? And I said, you're right. We should just talk to Dave. So I talked to Dave, and I felt like we were going to be able to come to an understanding today and sort of clear the air. And he was just going to tell the truth, but shitgate, hashtag whoDUNGit continues.
Well, here's the deal. If he passed the lie detector test, you know, there are ways around that.
How's that? What do you do?
Oh, there are just ways around it. Lois knows more about it than I do.
She read about it on Facebook?
No. Her years in law enforcement. Excuse me. I had to cough. Anyway, next is DNA swab.
What do you mean swab?
Well, you're going to have to take a Q-tip and go up in the crack of his ass is what you're going to have to do.
Couldn't we do like his nose or his mouth or something? Why do we got to go up his ass?
Well, that's where it came out of. You got to be accurate, don't you?
Okay. Well, I'm going to need you to do a drive-by and make that happen.
No, I don't live in Huntsville, buddy. This is all you. See what you got yourself into? You're so hepped up about finding out who did this. You don't want to go to the heights that they need to go to find the guilty part or to find Dave Silva.
Hey, I ain't no bitch. All right. I'm going to play it all the way out.
All right.
We're going to play it all the way out.
DNA swab coming up next. It's going to be a terrible job. It's
an up the ass DNA swab.
Clint from Hershey can do it. Can he?
100%. He does all my dirty work.
Yeah.
Up the ass DNA swab. I'm Googling this.
Yeah. Okay.
See if I can find a kit. Okay. Well, I found one.
Bings immediately.
It'll be that easy, but I got it.
Okay.
You know, I knew Megan could do it, but I thought, you know, I should be able to.
Have her do it. I'm sure she'd be glad to do it.
No. I'm not going to let her stick anything up Dave's ass.
Yeah. And here's the key.
She can get us the kit though.
Okay. Yeah. Here's the key. And because we don't trust Dave. All right.
At all. Known liar.
Do not let him do it himself. You have to do it. You have to see the sample go from whole to swab to plastic bag. You have to see all of that. Don't let him do it because he'll walk in a bathroom with a swab he stuck up someone else's ass.
Whose ass would he stick it up?
I don't know. I'm just giving you what he might do. I don't know. Whose? I think I can come up with names. I don't know. Maybe when someone's, I don't know. So anyway, enough of that. Ole Anderson doing what Ole does best, right?
By the way, we've started to get a few comments on social. Here's one.
Yeah.
Look forward to this format circa 1996 to 2000. Can't imagine there's a mighty large following for the 1986 stuff.
Who said that?
Guy on social media.
Yeah, what's his name?
What does it matter?
Well, I just want to go tell him to go fuck himself.
Okay. Well, I think you can do that.
Okay. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I saw another comment that said, let me find it. I don't want to misquote somebody. I want to get the record correct.
Yeah, let's do that.
And so I actually responded to this one.
Yeah.
But a fella tweets out. Well, I had it. Yeah, I stopped listening since they started covering 1986.
Mm-hmm.
It lost its fun to me. It used to be my favorite podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they drop that format next year.
Yeah. Drop this, cocksucker.
And I replied, well, next year we'll be covering 1987.
Yeah.
Because I'm having fun with this.
I am too. And a lot of people are as well.
Yeah.
And then again, you just drop, people throw that in social media. I used to listen to it. I don't listen to it anymore, as if for us to look at that and go, oh, we better stop. He's not going to listen anymore. They're going to follow him out. Fuck you.
The guy says, this is my favorite show.
Uh-huh.
And you reply, fuck you.
It's not his favorite. It's not his favorite show. It's not his favorite show. He's a lie. Okay. It's not his favorite show. He would listen to it. And then he would say, you know what? I don't really like that. And he would keep his fucking mouth shut because we don't give a fuck. So don't lie to me. That's your favorite show. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe something's crawled up your ass today.
No. Well, yeah. You know what's crawled up my ass? When you got on there, it says, now let's go to social media.
Oh, but I thought you liked now better than back then.
The now better than back then?
Yeah. I said, you miss the times, don't you?
Yeah, no, I listen. I like them both. I like them both. And if there's something that happens on a TV show that I don't like, I'm not going to go on social media and say, it used to be my favorite TV show, but I don't like it anymore. I don't just fuck that. You know what? People don't give a fuck what I think about somebody, a TV show, and they don't give a fuck what you think. All right.
What I said wow about was, I can't believe this is real.
Indian strap match? There's nothing.
Maybe I need to read this. I just got an email and you did too. You're CC'd on it.
Let me pull up.
I don't really want to talk over a match like this. And we just got a legal letter.
What?
False and damaging statements. This email is dated or timed at 5:11 as you and I are recording. It's 5:27. So 16 minutes ago, we got an email that says, Mr. Thompson, at the outset, let me apologize for the formality of this email. While we have a long storied history on both a personal and professional level, I have been retained by the, and I quote, real brains and engine of the AFS operation, Mr. David Miguel Andrade Estevez Indigo Montoya Guerrero Silva. Dawkins is suing us. Mr. Silva has asked me and the Shoemaker law firm to represent him, his interests, and the interests of his family in respect to false, disparaging, and damaging claims made by you and your, what did Mr. Silva call him? Lapdog, lackey, familiar? Oh no, it was ball juggler in chief, Mr. Noah Anthony Schiavone, on your critically acclaimed hit podcast, What Happened When?
Wow. There's some slander going on there.
After a thorough review of your claims against Mr. Silva, referring to the great summer plopping of 2021, we have no choice but to send you this letter. Your and Mr. Schiavone's comments on the podcast and social media can be viewed as nothing more than false, instigating, and clearly meant to defame Mr. Silva and damage his reputation and goodwill. While the truth and substantial truth with, quote, slight inaccuracies of expression are absolute defenses of any defamation claim, in this instance, you have no defense. There's no truth in this matter, no good faith or reasonable belief in your salacious accusations, and you have presented your nonsensical diatribe on Plopgate as more than just the musings and missives of silly little podcasters, but as stone cold facts.
Wow.
The actions of you ne'er-do-wells is unacceptable. My client demands the following to compensate for his immense pain and suffering, the damage to his reputation and his family's representation, and punitive damages of your tomfoolery and general no good nicking. I have to admit, Tony, I've never seen no good nicking in an email.
No, I don't think it's ever been.
Number one, an immediate and public retraction of your harmful statements. Fuck you. Number two, an immediate raise of 75% of his monetary compensation. Double fuck you. Number three, a doubling of his daily food allotment. What's he think? I'm made of fucking money? And number four, the big gold belt, parentheses, woo. Well, that's a deal breaker.
Well, you know what? You're in some shit, buddy. You're in some shit.
Further, this correspondence puts you on notice of anticipated litigation, and therefore, pursuant to applicable law, you, Mr. Schiavone, and ad-free shows have a duty to preserve documents, information, and other things relevant to and or discoverable in the potential action. Such evidence may include, but is not limited to, data files, emails, podcasts, logs that are located on your computer networks, logs that are allegedly on your floor, email servers, mainframes, individual computer workstations, and external hard drives, or are located in any of those devices within your control but not owned by any of the parties. We demand that the parties preserve any such evidence within its custody and control and notify all employers and or agents who have such evidence in their possession of this request, as it may be necessary for our client to request such evidence through the discovery request in the future. You're required to take the following steps to protect and preserve any of the information that is in your possession or under your control until further notice. Specifically, you'll need to do the following immediately. Number one, all documents and information relating to Plopgate must be preserved in their current state. All boom booms or caca, as Senior Silva would call them, must be preserved in their original and natural state. And then number three, preserve any new information that is generated after this receipt of this letter that is relevant to this dispute. We are to understand there have been discussions regarding a lie detector test while my client has nothing to hide. And if you are to believe, quote, no shit's left to give regarding this matter, we must advise you that lie detector tests are inadmissible in a court of law.
There you go.
These tests are based on junk science. The instruments used for such tests consist of a physiological recording that assesses three indicators of autonomic arousal: heart rate and blood pressure, skin conductivity, and respiration. And as you've seen Mr. Silva in person, you know there's absolutely nothing normal or healthy for him about any of those physiological conditions.
Yeah, that's true.
Nevertheless, my client has agreed to tap dance to this charade and take part in your lie detector test at a place and time of his choosing, using only his pre-approved test administrator.
There you go.
Be in touch shortly to schedule the test. Good day to you, sir. I said good day. Michael E. Dawkins, Esquire. Dude, this is like a real thing on letterhead and stuff. Like,
yeah. Do you think,
first of all, he's our fucking attorney.
I know. Do you think he is?
He can't do this, can he? I mean,
he's
a conflict of, he was my attorney first. Silva's never paid a bill in his fucking life.
Do you think he cares? Do you think Mike's looking for a quick buck here?
I think Mike has low key heat with me is the issue.
Yeah. Well, here's what I suggest you do. When you and,
I just want to back up here and point out Silva shit on my floor and now he's suing me.
Yeah. That's why I item 2 of this, Conrad.
Yeah.
All boom booms, or caca as Senor Silva would call them, must be preserved in their original and natural state. What? Should have left the shit on the floor? Is that what we're saying?
Well,
Counselor?
We picked it up. We collected the sample.
Well, it's not in its natural state.
No, it's gone.
Natural state was on the floor. Here's what you need to do. When we sit down with, because this is really directed towards you, not me. When you sit down with Mike Dawkins, make sure an ambulance goes by. Then, of course, he'll turn his attention to that, hop in his car, and chase it down the road. And you won't have to worry about that again. So that's my suggestion.
I made that joke to him once, and he was not happy.
Oh, good.
Because he was driving. We were out of town. We had a rental car. He's driving. He's the wheel man.
Yeah.
And an ambulance was going the other direction. And I said, oh, fuck, here we go. We're going to be late to dinner. And everybody's like, what do you mean? I said, well, Dawkins is going to bust a U-turn, chase that goddamn ambulance looking for a payday. And sure enough, he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there you go. The only thing I can say is how quickly this letter was drafted. That apparently there were some things already in his Word documents that have either defended Dave Silva before or defended shitters before.
I mean, let's run through this. We got the email 23 minutes ago.
Right.
We've only been on the air for an hour and a half.
Right.
He threw this together in an hour and change.
Yeah. So
I'm with you. He was ready.
Yeah, he was ready. Exactly. Dave had talked to him prior to this, and David said, I'm going to go on the show, and if they keep this up, then I want you to send a letter out. And of course, Dave called Dawkins, and as you know, you can't really call Mike. You got to wait for him to call you back. He never picks up the phone.
Oh, he didn't answer for you?
No.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
he'll answer for me.
Well, you're Big Daddy Money Bucks type motherfucker.
Sure.
Oh,
he just sits.
What the hell? What the hell? You know what? This letter from Michael Dawkins has really just got you right in the short hairs, hasn't it? And thus you're taking it out on me. I'm sorry, Dave Silva's shitting your floor.
Hang on. Let me just ask. Do you think if we had Taz on the line, I just figured it out.
And what's that?
Dawkins is going to be representing Silva against us.
Mm-hmm.
I say me and you take it way back to the beginning. What if we have Taz come on as a character witness to what a big piece of shit Dave Silva is?
That is a hell of an idea.
Just have Taz on the show. You and I can literally hit mute.
That's right.
Lay back.
Absolutely.
Just let him go.
I'm all for it.
It'll be fucking tremendous, dude.
I am all for it, man.
Tremendous match. Really excited about next week when we see Dusty and Flair for the world title. And unfortunately, Tony, right now, it looks like it's about that time.
Coming to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, is the gimmick attorney himself, Mike Dawkins. And here he comes to the ring waddling, as he is known to do, along with his client, Dave Silva. And now here comes Conrad Thompson and his staff of Brad and Nam. Brad is going to take the lead on this, everybody, and he is going to drive Mike Dawkins in the ground like a tomato post. And that's our answer to you, counselor. Go fuck yourself. And we'll see you next week on What Happened When. We come to you Wednesdays on Westwood One, or now known as Cumulus. But Mondays we come to you on
Patreon. Patreon.com/WHW Monday. And of course, adfreeshows.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.